What's up, y'all? It's Jay here, your accountability coach and ghetto psychologist. It is my life's purpose to help Black people navigate this patriarchal system of white supremacy. You gotta protect your stuff. I always have to take the deep breath before I get into what I'm about to say because I know how sensitive everybody really is in this world. And I don't like to hurt people's feelings, but at the same time, I don't give a fuck. If your feelings is hurt by me saying the things that I say, which is really not going against people, it's actually meant to bring people together, bring people peace and harmony with others and themselves, right? Everything I say is rooted in that. Please believe me. And I'm not gonna say some problematic opinions about some things because I'm a human being. But for the most part, I'm I would say gracefully 90% always on the side of right. So this is for the men, really Black men, of course. When I say men, when I say women, I'm talking about Black people, as it should be prefaced in the first half of the beginning of the video. When I give you my title, you should know who I'm talking to. But when I say men and women, I am saying it generally, but I'm speaking primarily to the Black community. And there are some things that Black people do more than other groups of people do. I will never say that only Black people do some things. I hate when y'all do that. Only Black people do that. You're a liar. Get out in the world and meet these other people, because they be doing the same shit we be doing. Some of them are worse when it comes to some of the things that y'all are talking about. But anyway, that's another topic. But truthfully, when I'm speaking to men and women, it is Black men and women. And I have to say, Black men, again, let me hold y'all hand because y'all are so sensitive. Don't start. Y'all are so sensitive. Y'all can't take criticism. And I hate that I feel like I gotta call to y'all in some kind of way, mince my words. So I'm not going to do that fully, but I am going to be very careful in what I say. Try to be a little bit more tasteful, tactful, if you will. So I'm gonna hold your hand, right? But I gotta hold y'all accountable, just like I hold Black women accountable. I just posted a video about holding Black women accountable. I have other videos about holding Black women accountable. The reason there will always be more content focused on the behavior of Black men is because, can we pay attention to the current state of Black men and the behavior? Okay. So when it comes to the Black community, if we're looking at Black men and if we're looking at Black women, I always have this analogy, right? Let's I'm finna break these things down for y'all today because I got time. But I have this analogy that if there is two houses and they are on fire, I think I might have even already said this on video. If there are two houses and both of them are on fire, and you have the firefighters coming and they see one house is fully engulfed, it's really just on fucking fire. And the other one, it's like one room is on fire, right? Maybe the living room is spread into the kitchen. Who do you think the firefighters, which house I should say, do you think the firefighters are going to focus most of their attention on? The house that is fully engulfed, right? Makes sense, right? That's the analogy of the state of Black men versus the state of Black women. You can't take that and you cannot not believe that. Okay? So, Black men, I love y'all. I have to love y'all. First of all, because Black men have helped me. I have amazing Black men around me in my family. I have been able to date a couple of amazing black men. I have had black men friends, and I want y'all to understand, even when I say black men, I'm talking about the gay black men too. So I know y'all try to exclude them, but no, I don't. So I love black men and always will. And just like your mama supposed to tell you, I'm finna tell you what your mama didn't fucking tell you. Or I'm gonna tell you what your mama did tell you and you fucking didn't listen. I'm gonna keep my foot on y'all neck because I love y'all so much. Similarly, again, I'm going to hold black women accountable when they do things that I don't like. Okay? When they do things that are not conducive to community building and harmony amongst each other, I'm going to tell them what I think too. But again, y'all are the fully engulfed house. Y'all are inflamed. The firefighters got to put y'all out first. They got to control y'all first. Not put y'all out necessarily, but control y'all first. Okay? So, whew, that was a good little long preface, wasn't it? Damn. Didn't even realize how long I had been talking. Well, all right. So, let's get into it. Black men, y'all care too much. I made a video on TikTok, the TikTok. Um, and Jesus, specifically, I'm looking at stuff. I specifically um said this, that y'all care too much. Y'all care too much what the world thinks of you. You care too much what other men especially think of you. And there has to be accountability, but not even just accountability, some kind of self awareness, some growth and self awareness, because it's not there. It's the self awareness is not there either. So I also don't know what it is with black men and this. I've said this. I have another video, but this deep, inf- I guess, infatuation. I want to say with self pity and getting pity from other people. Y'all want people to feel sorry for y'all more than anything, because that's what excuses mean to me. When somebody makes excuses, most of the time, 80% I say of the time, a motherfucker is only trying to seek some kind of pity from you, some kind of reprieve, some kind of something to get you to excuse their behavior. Black men do that all the time. It is always the victim mindset for me. There we go. I was struggling with that for some reason, but it came to me. It was the victim mindset. It's the I want people to know I'm a victim all the time. And the thing is, I'm not gonna say that black women don't do it, because I hear somebody already say, "Well, black women do that too." So yeah. I talked about this. Talked about this in this. It's a different way that black women do it. I talked about this in the Prom with black women video I just posted. It's a different way that people try to give you pity, but the way black men do it is very highly manipulative to me. Black women want pity because we really just want pity. It ain't even a manipulation. A lot of us just want you to know we be going through it, right? But look at what the fuck we be doing behind it. Even with all the shit we be going through it, I'm gonna keep on saying the first self-made millionaire in this country was a black woman. My nigga. Hello. Look at what the fuck we be doing, right? So when we are telling y'all the shit that we got going on, it's I shouldn't even say this necessarily to gain pity, but at the same time, yes. But it's just for recognition of y'all. Y'all be shitting on us for literally no reason. only to steal from us, only to gain inspiration, aspiration from us. So, and this is for everybody, black men and everybody in between, black women, not black women, I'm sorry, white women and everybody in between. Everybody looks up to black women, okay? Period. But they ain't gonna tell you that. Subliminal, just pay attention. However, however, black men want you to pity them. And I hate it because, and I'm gonna tell you why I hate it, because it works. It works. It is so hard to, as a black person, to see how violent the world is towards black men. It's so hard to see how ostracized and pushed out they are. It's hard to see how suppressed and oppressed they are as a black person, as a black woman who is attracted to black men is even harder. And that pity that a lot of them use, it works because it's easy to want to help them, to want to love them, to want to show them that, hey, despite what the world's doing to you, you are loved, you are valued, right? I think I speak for a lot of black women when I say that. But the problem with black men is they use that. They use it as a sense of they can control a person. And this is not all black men I know. Please, y'all gonna start that bullshit because I be hearing y'all as soon as I say something, right? Because I already know how y'all react. But this is a lot of y'all, right? And when I say y'all, I'm not speaking directly to you because I don't know you. But there's this thing where they just like to use that pity in a manipulative way, and it works, and it saddens me. That's why you hear me getting a little cracky, a little emotional, because all a lot of people want to do, especially black women who love black men, all we want to do is love y'all, but y'all make it very fucking hard. who, who, who? I mean, I'm exhausted trying. I am. When I tell y'all I'm exhausted, I am so done. Like, put a fork in her, and I'm not closed off. I'm gonna be honest about myself. I'm not closed off. I'm just not trying. I'm not. He gotta find me. Literally, I'm up in the motherfucking tower, princess Rapunzel laying down her hair, and you gotta climb up that motherfucker to get me. That's where I'm at with black men. That's where I'm at with just men in general. But I like black men the most. So I'm there with y'all. I'm sorry. But it's like I said, it's because you try. We try. And again, when you have a group of people who are always in a victim mind state, even when somebody is showing them love, they won't see it. All they're gonna hyper focus on is the ways in which they feel like you don't love them, and it's disgusting. It's so annoying. It's so annoying because how can I love you when you don't even know how you want to be loved for real, but you know how you don't want to be loved, or you know what doesn't feel like right to you, or what you don't like, but you can't tell me what you want. You can't tell me how. Can't even tell me why. You can't explain nothing, right? So there's this thing with black men and their inability to really speak how they feel, right? Which is why, oh, black men suffer in silence, men suffer in silence. It's an inability that they have to communicate their feelings, right? But yet expect people to know how they feel or to deliver something that they can't even verbally express, like it's been on so many occasions where I've had conversations with men, platonic men, men I'm in relationships with, even some family members, where I'm like, do you even really know what you want out of your woman or in a relationship? Not even just out your woman, because yeah, sure you can tell me I want her to cook, I want her to clean, I want to have sex every week, at least once a week. I want this and I want that. Okay, what about the intrinsic part? Not the labor, not the role. What about intrinsically? What about characteristics, personality? What about the relationship itself? It is a relationship is literally a ship. It's a vessel to which you move forward into something, right? Whatever that something is. And if you're not intentional about that, you're gonna flounder. And a lot of men are not intentional about what they want their relationships to do for them, right? The purpose of it, the growth of it. Sure, you got a lot of men who think about it monetarily, but what about spiritually? What about what are you going to provide for the world? What about how your marriage is going to somehow up level the purpose you have in your life? This is important. There's so much to say about the problem with black men, and then it's just this mindset too of it's a slave mindset, it's a slave mentality, the breeding mindset, it's the conquering because they were conquered mindset that they have. Hence the reason why I'm talking about how they use the pity as manipulation. They use the victimhood as manipulation. Remember, we had this conversation a few months ago about why are black men not going to college and why are they not getting educated? Now we ain't talking about money and nothing, just education in itself. Now we're in a society where it's really more easily accessible to you than ever. And black men are just not going to college. So they asked that question, and the amount of black men who provided excuses and offered victimhood instead of really hearing the question and actually really asking themselves, well, why didn't I go to school? They could say, oh, well, the teachers used to pick on us in school. True. Yes, black boys in school are disproportionately punished more than anybody else or than any other group. I know this, right? I'm in education. However, black girls are right behind them, literally right behind them, literally right behind them. So for every excuse they provide, it's like, well, what about black women? Do y'all not see the dynamic here? Is there not a dynamic? Do you not get it? Okay. All right. So you in the same household too. If you can be like, well, that's just my upbringing. I grew up in the hood and your sister grew up with you, nigga. She still went to college, graduated. You still out in the streets making plays. It's not, it don't, the excuses don't work. Sure, we can be like, hey, all those things are still somewhat valid. I would never take the validity of the roadblocks that black people have to experience when it comes to trying to be successful. I'm not gonna ever take that away. But most of us have these similar story, similar situation. A lot of us had that, especially in my age group. You likely had a motherfucking crackhead mama, right? Or yeah, absent dad. Or your dad was on crack. One of your parents might was probably on crack. Born in the 80s, crack baby. What is real? So you had that element going on. Why again is it that the black gay boys, same situation, complete same. First of all, let's break this down. The black gay boys versus the black straight boys and how they navigated school. Same scenario. Now you cannot take out or try to use the excuse of, oh, it's a gender difference. No, you can't. You can't use that with this because the black gay men are still, they were still going to school with us. Yeah. I was going to college with us, girl, boy, man. So why couldn't you? Why couldn't you? Why is it that the straight black men can't use the black women and the gay black men as examples when it came to education? Because we are so much what y'all don't want to be like. I don't want to be like no girl. I don't want to be gay. I'm not gay. I don't want to be nobody. Call me gay. We so much not like how y'all want. Y'all are so, what's the word I'm looking for? Averse, I guess. Y'all are so averse from us, so opposite, so such a opposition. Y'all want to be in such opposition of us that y'all don't even want to take the good qualities we have. I ain't got nothing in here. I'm thirsty. Something to wet my whistle a little bit. But seriously. So that's I mean, and again, let's go back to what I was saying. I don't even know how I got back. The breeding mindset as to what I was about to get into. Again, the conquering of women and men in general is just so high. But when men are feeling less than man in a world that tells them, hey, conquering women makes you a man, this is why a lot of black men have that pimp ideology, that pimp mindset, that don't trust a bitch, money over bitches, and I never let no hoes. I don't take hoes on dates and all this weird shit these motherfuckers is on. These men just want pussy. And some of them are more willing to deal with the woman that's attached to it, but a lot of them, they don't they don't want to deal with that part for real. Not for real. They don't. And it's odd because they'll rather deal with the moodiness of their male cohorts than to deal with the moodiness of their female counterparts. And if you ever had to deal with a moody ass man, Jesus, wouldn't recommend it on its whole. I can't do moody. See, it be certain things about men too, to where I have no choice but to be more manly than you, nigga. And it's sad because, bitch, why you can't regulate your emotions? And here I am, calm, but you steady yelling and doing all of this, and you poking a bear. And then when I finally get emotional and irate, it's hard to calm me down. When I'm up, I'm up. The shit damn near stuck. It take a lot. It take a lot to when I get there. It take a lot for me to get there, but just as much as it take me to get there is just as much as it take me to calm down. I want y'all to know it take a lot. So when I'm there, when I am there, which men love to see how to get you there, they like to see that. When I'm there, it's, oh, she's crazy. Yes, bad shit, actually. Stop fucking with me. Like, why would you do that? Because I tell people this too. Just as calm, just as compassionate, just as loving. It's just as wild, just as mean, just as nasty and evil as Jasmine can get. I can go there. I keep telling people that. Yes, I'm sweet. I choose peace in everything I do. But girl, I be wanting to show that other side sometimes because it is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde over here. To see Jasmine get mad and see I haven't even I even think I'm over here referring to myself in third person. That's how you know I'm thrilled. And then I'm not even bragging about it. It's really just don't fuck with me because I love really hard. And I know people be like, oh no, no, but I do. I love hard and I love soft. You get to pick which one it is. And if a man is coming to me and he's moody, like we're talking about, it's just not going to. And a lot of men are moody. A lot of them. More than they think. More than they think. More than they even let on. And they think that they are good they think they do good jobs at masking it, and they don't. Because it plays out in their behavior. Sure, you might not be crying in the corner. Sure, you might not be quiet, you know what I'm saying? You might still maintain the same level of conversation a lot of the time sometimes, or sometimes they don't do that neither. But something always gets thrown off when they're moody, much like everybody else in the world. But a lot of times they externalize more so than anything. Women tend to internalize a little bit more. Men tend to externalize. So they play out their traumas by doing stupid shit. They do the stupidest shit and they call it logic. And I'll be like, okay, paint the picture for me, because how could you not have the consequential thinking if you don't know what consequential thinking about the consequences of your actions and beforehand? How do you not have the fucking foresight to know that this is gonna happen? You're not that special. Nobody is so special that they can get away with shit 100%. It never happens. Somehow, whatever it is that you don't want to be found out gets found out. I'm gonna say at least 99% of the time. It's a 1% chance. It might take a long time, but it happens, right? So I think the main thing that needs to change when it comes to Black men is, first of all, start listening. Just listen to Black women. When you know you love a Black woman, your mama, your sister, your lover, your cousin, anybody, a friend, and they're telling you game, real game, right? And you know you can trust her because the way she lives her life. Yes, she done made some mistakes, but she know how to own her mistakes, right? She know how to fix the results of her mistakes. And she's consistently thriving. And a lot of y'all know Black women that are like that, because a lot of Black women are like that. She's cool, she's open-minded. Listen to her. Trust your own gut, right? Because yeah, women have intuition, but men have instincts. So that means that where women know spiritually, men kind of just know it like in their body. Like y'all know in y'all body, like y'all are physical, right? And this is why, again, y'all being more physical, it's easy for y'all to care so much about how the world perceives y'all, especially Black men. Black men care a lot about how the world perceives them. Why do y'all think that 9 times out of 10? Well, I'm saying eight times out of 10, maybe even 7. I'm gonna give you even more grace. 70% of the time throughout slavery, okay, when there was somebody who turned coat and was master's pet, was the bootlicker, it was likely a man, because men care what other men think of them more than anything. I just made a video. I haven't posted it yet. By the time I post this, it might be posted. And I said that there is no social reward when men are good to women. There's no social reward. Men don't get a lot of praise for being good to their wives. I mean, I'm not saying they never do. I'm just saying there's more of a acceptance when men are not good to women than there is when women are not good to men. There's more of an acceptance. It's more of an acceptance for men to be ain't shit towards women. It's more of an acceptance for that. And It plays out a lot, especially in online spaces, but everyone's like, well, it's just online. Online are real people. Real people aren't behind these profiles. Y'all got to know that these are real people. Not everybody's trolling. Not everybody lying. Not everybody is just getting internet warped. These are real people. People been thinking about this for eons. Y'all need to know that these are real mindsets that have been floating in the world for centuries, millennia. You understand? So get this. Men are more physical, so they care more about the physical world. They care about the physical. That's why they care about physical appearance. And women more so than anything. That's why they care about looking like a certain type of man. They like to look buff, some of them. They like to look big. They like to have big dicks. They like to have big wallets. They like to have big things. They like the physical world because it's easier for them as physical, more so physical beings to be more wrapped up in the physical world. Women are more spiritual. We are portals. We bring forth life into this world, right? We have this thing called women's intuition. God trusted only a woman to bring forth his only begotten son. I mean, if we're gonna go there, that's what we're talking about. That's what happened. So, at least biblically, we don't know what really happened. Um, but we it it makes sense when you think of it. The yin and the yang of things. So men care more. And that's the biggest problem. That y'all care too fucking much. Care so much about if people think you gay. Care so much about if people think you got money. Care so much about people when they tell you there's something wrong in what you think or in how you move or the behavior you exhibit or how you treat somebody or how you say something. You care so much that you can't even take the motherfucking criticism that the world gives you. You have nothing but excuses and victimhood to give to everybody. Y'all care too fucking much. Stand up on your motherfucking 10 toes. Tippy toe on that. Tippy toe. I want you to get up on like a fucking ballerina, bitch, on your business and do what you gotta do as a man to be who you feel like a man is. Stop caring about how the world tells you, hey, you have to, in order to be a man, you gotta know how to provide. So y'all out here chasing the fucking dollar any kind of way you can. That's why a lot of y'all result to being drug dealers and shit and doing the fast money motherfucking grab instead of going to goddamn college because you care about if the world thinks you have money or not. Right? You don't want to be broke at all. And I get it, and who the fuck want to be broke? But some of y'all ain't willing to be broke for 10 years just to come up for the rest of your life. Some of y'all would rather run it up for 10 years and then serve the rest of your life in fucking prison. Do you understand what the fuck I'm talking about, black men? Please stop caring. Get your ass in school, get a trade, drive a goddamn truck, right? You care about if motherfuckers think you can get women or not. That's another problem. That breeding mindset. The more bitches I fuck, the better I am as a man. The more a man I am. If I can goddamn use women, it's whack. You don't get favor like that. Ain't no man out here unless he turned over a leaf. Ain't no man out here who got multiple baby mamas and still continues to run a game on women. Ain't none of them prospering, nigga. Either they look like shit, right? They empty and dead inside. They running in and they still got so many problems with the law. Sometimes they money be funny, right? They get sued all the time. Hello, you pay your price when you are nasty to women. Learn the hard fucking way. All right, okay. Those are the two main principles that a lot of men hold on to. Date who you want to date. Stop worrying about what people think about your sexuality. Stop worrying about what people think of your fucking partner. Cause y'all care about that too. Stop giving a fuck. That's all I want you to do. That will save a lot of us some trouble. Anyway, I'm gonna end on this note. Hey, y'all, check out the description box. If you like this video, subscribe, grab some of my free goodies below. Check out my website. Again, J Lovely in and out.